Aries, taking a look at the astrology for you in the month of August, it's very likely that this is going to be a time where you are redefining or reevaluating your ideas of happiness, especially in regards to dating, relationships, passion, and creativity. I do also see a major emphasis and focus on your health and routines, and maybe even building better habits that actually foster a greater sense of abundance. If you're excited for this month's reading, then definitely be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. For those of you who are brand new to my channel, my name is Michael, and I utilize tarot and tropical astrology to intuit monthly forecasts for your zodiac sign. For those of you who are ready for a deep dive, you can find all of my links in the description box down below for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions, as well as all of my other social media accounts. As I'm shuffling the cards for you, Aries, I'm just going to give my quick disclaimer that these are general readings, meaning not all of the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. It's always up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out what messages or readings are right for you and what should be left behind for someone else. If this reading just is not resonating with you, nothing went wrong, it's just not meant for you this time, but you're more than welcome to try out the other videos, maybe for your moon or rising sign. Looking at the astrology, I'm also going to be referencing some key dates and themes as we are pulling these cards, just to give you a fuller picture of what is going on for you. We do actually start off this month with a full moon in Aquarius. This is happening on August 1st, and this could be representing a change or ending, especially in your social circles or with your friend groups. I do see the Temperance in reverse coming out first, and so there could be relationships that are no longer aligned for you, things that have been out of balance. Maybe the give and take between you and a group of people or a certain friend in particular has been skewed, and that could be something that you are addressing during this time as well. The full moon, or the Temperance card really does make me feel like there's also this sense of impatience that you might be dealing with. And this could even be coming up in career or relationships, like wondering when you're going to have the job that you want or find the right person for you. This is all energy from the past. And it almost feels like time has not necessarily been on your side, or things have been not happening in a time frame that you want them to. I'm actually seeing that with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. It almost feels like someone or something dropped the ball for you. Things have definitely been out of balance, and I also feel like maybe there's something with like work-life balance or like your own life and someone else's life. Like, things have not been balanced. The balancing act has been thrown askew. And it could be because someone is having issues coming up in your life or in their life, and you've been very focused on another person. That's also possible. Ace of Cups. This actually showed up in reverse as well. Yeah, it feels like there's a very out of balance relationship for you. It could be with someone that you are dating. That's very, very possible. Venus retrograde is bringing up all sorts of kind of disruptions to your dating life, and that's going to kind of continue to be the case throughout this month, but I don't want that to be something that scares you, because ultimately those are the make and or break moments in relationships. But it does feel like things have been skewed or things have been imbalanced. And if nothing else, maybe you are not going into relationships in a balanced energy. Maybe you're too focused on the other person. But overall, I think this is a very loud theme this month. What else do we have for Aries? And I'm kind of just looking at the astrology as well. I do feel like the first part of this month is definitely a time to be busier, especially with Mars in Virgo trining Jupiter in Taurus. For you, this is what I was talking about earlier, where it's like you could be building habits or being very productive, and this is very beneficial to you financially. So it's a great time to put your nose to the grind. However, Mercury in Virgo, your house of Health, wellness, and routines, your sixth house of Virgo, is also opposite Saturn in Pisces, which is your 12th house of mental health, spirituality, your subconscious. And so there may be some sort of fear or not, like feeling unwilling to make change. I could actually see that with the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles. Like, some of you are afraid to make changes that you know are good for you, or there's just something where it's like, it doesn't feel like it's the right time. Something feels like, again, there's this sort of struggle with time frame right now for you. So that's very, very interesting. But overall, again, I think whatever sort of habits or whatever it is that you are doing in the first part of August will quite literally pay off for you. So that's actually pretty exciting to see. And of course, right as I say that, I get the Ten of Pentacles for you. So I do feel like you are building lasting security and abundance for yourself, and even for other people or people that you care about, for your family, or for the things that you care about. Whenever I see the Pentacles, to me, it's like the abundance that you share with other people. And that doesn't even have to just be material. That can really take any form, but we were just talking about finances for you. So I do feel like your finances are really improving in the month of August, at least in the first part of August or the middle of August. And I think you're just really thinking about long-term stability this month as well. And this might be the thing with time frame. Like, maybe you're dating someone and you're ready for something more serious or more committed, and this person isn't, or vice versa. And that could be the thing where, like, the timelines are off. Like, you're in two very different places with somebody. At least some of you are. Interesting. With this Ten of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, which is pausing, waiting, delays, not having certain conversations. I really feel like this is kind of you drawing a very solid line for yourself and for the people that you are connecting with, especially around the 7th and 9th. This is where this energy is most potent, where it's like you want security, you want stability, but it feels like there's something that's very shocking or very unstable regarding another person, and it doesn't feel like it's what you want right now. And again, I'm getting dating here, but this could also be another type of relationship or connection as well. Overall, I really do feel like the first part of August, you are very, very stable, and you're very focused on your stability. And it might also mean delaying gratification as well. That's something that could be really important this month, specifically with Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus squaring with the Sun and Venus in Leo. Taurus represents your finances, your security, your values. Leo represents, again, passion, dating, creativity. And it feels like you're saving. You want to save up. You want to act towards a long-term plan. Or it's important to have a long-term plan for you in the month of August. So I would really budget your finances. It feels like a good time to do that. And to also plan for your dreams accordingly and realistically. If you do have goals that you want to achieve, this is a really good time to start laying the foundation for them, or to build off of that foundation. What else do we have for Aries? We do have the Sun conjunct Venus on the 13th. And if the first part of August is the time period where it's most effective to get shit done, the middle of August is really this time to manifest and set intentions. Again, the Sun conjunct Venus is actually a cazimi. It's a very beautiful energy on the 13th. And this could actually be a very good time to call in love or to call in passion or creativity to really connect with the thing that lights you up. There could also be some sort of revelation during this time in a relationship or just with something that you are passionate about or something that you love. But I do feel like overall this energy is very, very powerful. We do have the Death card. Interesting. Let's clarify this Death card. Death card and the High Priestess. Interesting. I'm actually just going to hold on to these two for a moment. We do have the King of Wands. And this is Leo energy. This just feels like a very powerful time. And when I think of the King of Wands, it's like this is someone who is a self-starter. This is someone who went through a lot to overcome challenges and to see their dreams into reality and now helps other people do that. And I feel like this is energy you are either interacting with this month or maybe even starting to embody this month. It could be a direction for you. Death and the High Priestess is interesting because for some of you, I do get the sense that you know there is an ending that is coming. And I think being very focused on your mental health as well with Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, your intuition is becoming stronger and it's trying to alert you of a change that is about to take place. What is this change? What is the Death card here? What is the Death card? Why is this card here? Interesting. You know, I really hate to say it. I do feel like there is a relationship that is ending for a lot of you with the Death card and the Knight of Cups. This is also very watery energy because the High Priestess represents the moon, which rules over Cancer. The Knight of Cups is specifically Pisces energy, but can be other water sign energies, and the Death card is Scorpionic energy. So there could be a lot of water energy that you are interacting with or tapping into this month, really tapping into your emotions and your intuition. It feels like there could potentially be two people who are coming forward during this time, which is interesting because I'm looking at these two knights and they are moving towards the High Priestess. And the High Priestess sometimes does indicate someone who is desired. And it feels like there could be a person from the past who honestly should just be staying in the past. I feel like some of you are just having a hard time letting someone go, someone you have a spiritual connection with. And just because you have a spiritual connection with someone doesn't mean that that relationship is supposed to be in your life forever or even for a long time. Page of Cups. Wow. And it's so interesting that I placed that. There's a lot of people, Aries, who want you. I feel like there's a lot of people who want you. And I think you really need to trust your intuition because I feel like a lot of these people, even though they're making these offers and there's a lot of romance, it's important not to rush into a relationship, especially when Venus is retrograde in Leo for you. Don't rush into relationships right now. I feel like you're kind of meant to stay open and not forget your plans, not forget your goals. Although I do have to say, I feel like if there are multiple people in your life, multiple like romantic options, I feel like it's really important to trust your intuition and to really spend time with yourself. Kind of feels like you're playing the field a little bit, Aries. I'm not gonna lie. I think you might be talking to multiple people or connecting with multiple people, and that's totally fine. Just be transparent if that is something that you're doing. But at the same time, I don't actually think you're really seeking it out. And it's like when you're not seeking out relationship, it's like all of these people are seeking you out. And I feel like there's a lot of water signs who are interested in you or just drawn to your energy. Very interesting. What else is going on this month? We have a new moon in Leo on the 17th. Again, very good time to manifest things. The sun, Leo energy, Venus is going through the heart of the sun. It's a cazimi. It's a very close joining together of Venus and the sun. It's very life-giving. This is actually the time period where something will likely become clear with dating or with relationships for you. So the 13th is a time period where there could be clarity, as well as the 17th with the new moon in Leo. There might even be a new relationship or new commitment around this time, or just something that you are holding yourself to in regards to relationships, or a new chapter in relationships. Because the sun really does represent just living life, enjoying things. The sun is honestly such a positive card. I think the only sort of negative to it is at times it can be a little bit superficial, because it's like the weather is always changing. But overall, the energy is very positive in the middle of the month. There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of things that are becoming more obvious. I still wouldn't necessarily make a decision during this time either. Two of Swords came in pretty central to your reading. Don't rush into things. Any other messages for Aries for this month? Things do get kind of complicated, and like the 22nd, again, is really not a good day to make decisions, especially about dating or passion, but there's almost this energy of like too much of a good thing. And that might be energy that you are in. I feel like moderation is really, really important this month for you, Aries, especially on the 22nd, because just collectively, when I look at Mars in Virgo opposite Neptune in Pisces, there's this kind of over-the-top action that is a little bit out of touch with reality. And Venus in Leo squaring Jupiter in Taurus, again, is like maybe too much of a good thing. Maybe, Jupiter in Taurus is like really... yeah, too much of a good thing. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of stumbling here. Mercury is going retrograde on the 23rd, and I think I am tuning into that energy where it is harder to communicate things. Things could fly under the radar, and again, that's why it's important to pay attention to the insights, but wait for more information. Wait for things to play out with the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like you've been waiting for a really long time, Aries, and now there's all of these exciting things or all of these exciting relationships or passions that are coming in, and play a long game. Play your long game this month. play hard to get, and play hard to get with the universe, because I feel like the universe itself is giving you a lot of opportunities for abundance and success, and you don't have to take the first offer that you are given, especially in regards to finances. Anything else? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, learning new skills, saving your money, saving your resources, investing your resources. That's just something a lot of people are learning about, kind of collectively. Some of you are needing to step out of your comfort zone a little more, or kind of get out of a rhythm that you've been in and adopt new practices or new habits. What else do we have? Anything else for Aries? We are finishing off this month with a full moon in Pisces. We have 2 full moons. And again, this could really be kind of a period of clarity or more truth coming out. But this feels more like deep interpersonal truth. I do also feel like with this full moon in Pisces, this represents a completion or releasing of some kind. Being in Pisces in your subconscious, in a very challenging area of your chart, to be honest. It's also joining together with Saturn. It's like a karmic release. There's a releasing of karma, and now there's all of these new opportunities, and it's almost like the universe is asking if you've really learned your lesson. Are you going to repeat the same cycles and same patterns, or are you going to choose something that is actually more aligned with what you want deep down? And this feels very centered on love for me. But it could also be your spending habits. It could also be something that you're passionate about. I just feel like earnest is a word I want you to really work with this month. Like working earnestly towards something. Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of personal fulfillment and happiness for you this month. There is wish fulfillment. Something that I'm actually kind of getting to, like looking at the new moon on the 17th, squaring Uranus and Taurus, and then also looking at the 22nd and just the crazy astrology of that day, there's almost this like trickster energy where it's like this genie, where it's like you have to be very careful with the way that you word your wish. Because yes, you'll get it, but there's often unintended side consequences of something. And that could be something that you're kind of dealing with or sorting through as well. I don't want that to be like a cynical thing or anything, but it's just like you might think you want something or someone, and then you realize once you have it, it's not actually what you want. It's not actually giving you what you thought it would give you or fulfilling you in the ways you thought it would. And I mean, that's really what this month ultimately is about, Aries. It's like you're redefining and reevaluating what happiness means to you. And in part, that could look like getting what you want and realizing it's not actually what you thought it would be. Very, very interesting. And that kind of feels like the death card for me for some reason. And even the High Priestess. Very interesting. You will have to let me know in the comment section down below what this is speaking to in your lives, because this feels kind of mysterious to me. It feels very interesting, but I do think that overall this is very positive with the sun, because you are finding true joy and happiness. And you might even be releasing what it is that you thought that you desired or wanted. Interesting. Well, I will see you all in the next video, Aries. I do hope that this August is a wonderful month for all of you. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below what this spoke to. Again, really, really curious. All of your engagement does help this channel grow and allows me to continue putting out these messages. You can also find links in the description of this video for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions. And I will see you all next time. Take care, Aries.